With a very subtle sub that he does every time. He'll tell you that I'm not your level in a kind of way, and then he'll now tell you that MC Barrett, no man pariwo.
You need to go to his page, Honeypot. Like, Adekule Gold is vexing. What?
We saw his new picture.
You saw it, Abby? Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank God it's Friday. This is where we can officially say bye-bye to the weekday and hello to the weekend.
That's right. Very, very correct. Even though for me, my weekend started yesterday with all the amazing throwback vibes we served on the show, which was filled with a whole lot of dance.
Yes, so
I apologize to all those people that said I was dancing rubbish.
And guess what? No, they told you that. Don't mind them, Jerry.
Somebody told me that. All of you on that show don't know how to dance, including Hojay.
So you were not happy. Because you know Amanda is always saying it. Amanda will say, it is only one style. What does she even call that style? Penguin dance every time. Hojay, you'll be feeling like you'll be feeling like. But the thing is that you know that in the community of the blind, the one-eyed man is the king.
I love it. So guys, if you're already in the zone that Hojay and Honeypot are in, trust us, you are in for a swell time today because I'm also in that zone myself. All right? And my name is Amanda Dara. You can call me Amanda Dara. That's how yesterday I was reversing. I almost hit someone. I said, Mandy, you won't hit me. I like custard.
Nobody's singing your name with you.
Yeah, I was singing for myself.
Yeah, better. Ladies and gentlemen.
Why are you like this?
One-eyed blind man.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Royal Highness Esplash. I go by the name King Hojay, but you can call me Hojay. That's what it is.
It is what it is.
Well, my name has not changed. It's still your honey with the shmoney. It is on the pizza for shizzle. Especially with the fact that today is now Friday. What are we talking about? Too much money.
Spend this money. Why not they see this money?
Somebody said, do give away for us.
Give away.
As I was saying, it's the jewel in the car. It's your hostess with the message. It's your girlfriend next door. Should I go on?
No, because it's almost 2 o'clock. All right, guys, let's just talk about what we have planned for you today. I promise you we have things planned, okay?
Yes,
we're going to kick off the show with the entertainment news. Then, of course, we'll celebrate those who were born on this day on Celebrity Birthday Shout-Out. And then we'll check out today in entertainment history on Rewind.
Yes, Amanda will be our Tweetville plug for today. Later on, one of us will show gratitude on the Tweet Off segment. Then we will be taking the news recap in case you missed it.
On Daily Top 5 for today, we'll be talking about facts that you should know about Ramadan. Afterwards, a guest will be joining us right here in the studio. And we'll finally wrap up the show with today's Happiness is Free reminder. So much in store for you guys. We'll be back with the entertainment news. Let's go. Let's go.
Go.
Wow. Like,
the super talented actor and, of course, musician, singer, Bisola Ayola.
She can switch up at any time.
Crazy, All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the entertainment news. We'll start off with this one. CDQ granted bail following arrest by NDLEA. The Nigerian Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, has granted Nigerian rapper CDQ bail after arresting him for violating his law following a search in his apartment. In an interview with Punch, NDLEA spokesperson Femi Babafemi confirmed this arrest, stating the case was still being investigated as some substance known as loud, a cannabis variant, was found in the rapper's Lekki home. He said, and I quote, yes, CDQ was arrested in his house at Lekki for being in possession of cannabis. He was arrested based on intelligence. As of last night, he was granted administrative bail, but is expected back into custody today because it is an ongoing investigation. Some substances were found, and he mentioned some names of some other big artists. So it is an ongoing investigation. The outcome of the investigation will determine if the rapper would be charged to court or counseled by the agency. End quote. CDQ has, however, been vocal on his social media pages regarding the situation. On his Instagram page, he put up his picture with the caption, "No sleep for the wicked. Iyalaya yin onisun for this Lagos. They're trying to set me up, trying to set me up today, but Olorun wa." While on his Twitter page, he wrote, "Whoever is behind all of this false accusation, it shall boomerang on them and their family. They can't spoil the name I built with sweat and blood. Yeah, yeah," alongside with some Yoruba language. Yeah, CDQ. This news is kind of
weird.
It's kind of weird and funny.
Wow. Because I've seen a lot of tweets. Because somebody was like, now, so if you're going to burst, CDQ, that means you have to burst the whole of Lekki.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw one tweet like that. And, well, some people were even saying, the one we're talking about at the makeup room, and then we're saying that, okay, somebody said she heard slaps or he heard slaps, and they were slapping. And I'm like, okay, so it's okay when you have, like, okay, you want to arrest somebody or you want to investigate or interrogate, and all that. You all know how that goes. But then, when you now take, because I was talking about the case of Hojay and I, we're standing somewhere, and some law enforcement kind of people, I don't know, we're going to take a picture of what they just pasted on a wall. And I was there, I'd already warned them.
Really?
No, I'd already warned them. I said, don't take my pictures. Like, it's okay, but you will say, move away from that place, please.
I mean, I didn't know what was happening.
And I'd already warned that person. And then I just saw the person was now doing video, and OJ was there. And OJ too turned back and said,
why they record me now?
Why am I in your video? And the guy was like, if you like, stay there, you will just...
If you see the violence,
I don't have a no. So it now became a...
I'm not like that in real life.
So the thing is, I combined OJ's
No, but I would understand why you react like that.
So I combined OJ's own with my own, because somebody was asking me, I said, you want to shoot him? No, shoot him. Let me see you shoot him.
Honestly speaking, I feel like someone snitched on him. Yeah. Because I find it very weird that they just decided to go to his house to raid for a substance called
land.
You understand? So somebody snitched on him. Him talking about other people, I don't know if that was necessary to talk about the other people. That was really casting.
That's why it's funny.
So like, it's funny.
CDQ when the streets get.
Do you get?
It's not only these other person.
But guess what? That did not come from CDQ.
So they can be lying.
So I'm like, hey, CDQ, will CDQ now do this thing?
His response that, oh, no sleep, they will not tarnish my image. And I'm like, okay, is this the same Nigeria that we're living in? I actually feel that they need to focus. It's, as you said, it's still prohibited. It's still
against the law. It's
against the law.
No, nobody is saying that. Nobody is taking sides that, because this thing, it is against the law, right? But I'm just saying that if you have to, interrogate someone or invite the person over or even arrest the person or even check the person's house or something, I don't think it has to do with slapping and all that.
I saw the Instagram live when they came in and he was recording, and the NDLEA guy was saying, "Why you are recording? Record." CDQ was now asking, "Where is your warrant?" I said, "In Nigeria."
But they should have a warrant.
They should have a warrant.
No, because if you're going to say that this is illegal, when we know that people are growing it all over the place, then let's talk about warrant. Let's do the professional way.
Yes.
Yeah, he actually has a point in saying that.
He has a point.
He has a point because you're going to arrest him now and collect it and smoke it.
And I don't know why our law enforcement guys, some are aggressive. Like, there is a professional way to do the thing. Like, just talk to the person and the person will cooperate and the person will do what you have to do. Except if the person is not cooperating and then you can use other measures. But I don't think...
to you like you're a rat.
Do you get... Even up to when they stop you, when you're driving and they stop you, the way they talk to you, the way they... It's almost like violence every time, and it's not right.
I'm looking forward to how all of this will pan out. Wanting to see the
other... They're going to arrest the whole Lagos.
Yeah, there are people...
Okay.
That's how we please, don't let's come to this office. As we can take on that news, as you said, we're going to watch it as it unfolds. Moving on to another story, Jennifer Lopez and Alex Rodriguez confirms breakup. It is now official as the relationship between American singer-actress Jennifer Lopez and American former professional baseball player and businessman Alex Rod is over. They both released a joint statement to the Today Show saying that they will be going their separate ways but remain as friends. The statement reads, "We have realized we are better as friends and look forward to remaining so. We will continue to work together and support each other on our shared businesses and projects. We wish the best for each other and one another's children. Out of respect for them, the only other comment we have to say is thank you to everyone who has sent kind words and support." If you recall, just last month, both J-Lo and A-Rod denied that they had called off their engagement following cheating allegations. Just so you know, the now estranged couple announced their engagement in March 2019 after 2 years of dating. They were also planning a big wedding ceremony but had to postpone it twice due to the lockdown as a result of the coronavirus pandemic.
As Hojay would say, peace in the Middle East. All right, so the thing is, I'm wondering, so what if there was no corona?
They would have been married and divorced.
So you know, so
that is what it is. That's
the
why we're at.
pandemic, the whole lockdown helped some relationship and also scattered some relationship. The situation of the A-Rod one, when the news came out, there were cheating allegations that a particular reality show, that this particular lady was regularly communicating with A-Rod. So that was where this whole thing started from. And the lady said that she has not even met him. They just chat on phone and nothing beyond that. And this is one of the reality one of the reality guys, with the lady saying, "You were flying around everywhere during the lockdown. What were you doing? Where were you going? Who was sponsoring on this flight?"
It's not easy to date celebrity.
Then I said, "You were doing this with a retired baseball player," which all the fingers just pointed to A-Rod.
Wow.
It's just crazy how all of this panned out. They were together. Jennifer Lopez now got busy. She's shooting a particular movie. They were spotted together. All of a sudden, she wasn't rocking her ring again. A-Rod was on his own. She was in Bahamas. Aaron was in America. When I say it's like this, they've broken up. So they came up and said nothing. And
in all of this, you know, we keep talking about separation. We keep talking about divorce on this show. Like, you know, it is what comes.
It's a thing now. It's becoming a norm.
Especially, I mean, I'm looking at somebody. I am not. So for J-Lo, it's not like I'm dragging her or I am not being a good person right now.
I love this relationship.
But I'm looking at a J-Lo who has been in relationships and has been, like, how many times?
There was Didi.
There was Mark Anthony.
Which I feel, I love their relationship. I love relationship with Mark Anthony. And I feel
we thought it was going to last.
Do you know?
I wish they can.
I wish. I don't know why, but I wish.
I just feel like, I think that people are less tolerant nowadays, and it's almost like it's harder for a good relationship to thrive because people want the relationship not to thrive. So people are probably in her DMs or in her emails, sending pictures, sending proof.
Like, is this not your boo?
Oh, look at what's happening. And it's even coming to Nigeria as well. In Nigeria, too, any small thing, some blogs will just carry, is that not yours?
And it's a video shoot, too.
Do you get? So,
I think for people, I mean, whether you're a celebrity or not, you have to, like, know the reason you entered that relationship with that person, first of all. Not to be listening to what people are saying or allow what people say destroy what you're building.
And I like that they're being matured about it.
Yeah, of course.
That's the only thing we can say.
They indicate the situation.
Wow. You have to bring that.
That's all we can take on entertainment news, guys.
Hojay, you're terrible, actually.
I'm very horrible, honestly.
Wow.
Anyways, it is time for our celebrity birthday shout-out. Hey. Yes, first on our list in alphabetical order, we have Akon, who is 48 today. He is a Senegalese-American singer, songwriter, record producer, entrepreneur, philanthropist, and actor. He rose to prominence in 2004 following the release of Locked Up, They Won't Let Me Out. And it has been hard to forget about his impact ever since. Not only does he have evergreen songs under his belt, his record labels have served as a stepping stone for many artists, including Lady Gaga, T-Pain, Cardinal Offishall, and
there was one time Wizkid who was affiliated with Convict Music.
Yeah.
P-Square and the rest.
Yeah, that's right. Akon is a great man.
What does he know about his family?
Because he has more than a wife. And then that's
very lucky guy.
And people are always surprised when they hear this. But then let's talk about his achievements.
He's building a city in Senegal. In Senegal, and aside Senegal, the president has given him the land to establish building his own city. He has gone to another African country too to do
that. It's powering it and everything.
I love that.
So Nigeria might be next.
He's got a lot of projects he's working on.
Nigeria too.
Yeah.
It comes to this place like.
I mean, Nigeria is the giant now. It's the giant of Africa, so I'm not surprised.
Where would they
but
give
I'm
him
happy
space?
that he's going.
You think they will let Akon be the
So
city?
we are talking about Akon.
I think so.
And then we now
actually.
talked about Senegal. And now you're now saying Amanda Kilo Day now. Why are you now bringing Nigeria is the giant of Africa?
No, but he brought it up, and I'm saying that if he comes to Nigeria, it makes business sense to do that. But he's going to his hometown. He's doing charity begins at home. So happy birthday to him.
Nigeria is the giant of Africa. That's
Alex,
the only thing that just annoyed me in the whole situation. Let's move on, no.
Sure, you move on.
Let's move on, no. Let's move on, no. Let's move on, no. Let's move on, no.
Moving on. Honeypot, don't beat me now.
What do you mean now?
Alex Wex is 44 today, guys. Oh, wow. Yes, the South Sudanese British model and designer began her fashion career at the age of 18, and she has been hailed for her influence on the perception of beauty in the fashion industry. Yes, so she's doing Sudan proud.
Yeah,
South Sudan.
that's right.
Can we talk about that?
Of course, of course, we can talk about that. I mean, look at that dark skin.
Yes, I love that she was able to keep her melanin color and actually take it to such length. It's even good for. In the face of all the pressure, in the face of all the definitions of beauty, she stood her ground and she succeeded at it. Great stuff. Happy birthday! We also have Alex Osifo, who is 68 today. The Nigerian actor whose acting career kicked off in 1984 made a name for himself long before Nollywood became a thing through his works on stage, in radio, and in film.
Super talented actor with a deep voice.
Yeah, you know, he had such a presence.
He has Yoruba movies.
Wow. I've not seen him.
Eh?
Love it.
You've not seen Alex Osifo? Yes. Has anybody seen him in Yoruba movies?
Love.
Hit me up.
It's mad, though.
Yes.
Talent.
I've seen him like two Yoruba movies.
Majacking
You actually need to go into this acting thing.
No, they want me.
Yeah, crazy.
See them.
All right, we also have Chance the Rapper, who is 28 today. He is an American Grammy Award-winning rapper, singer, songwriter, actor, and activist.
So Chance the Rapper is another person I have huge respect for.
Yeah.
He's doing wonderfully well in his community.
Yes.
And I don't know why people don't expect it from, especially rappers. I mean, people still look at it as singers, but rappers especially are always thought of as gangsters. So when you now see a rapper who is an activist and all of that, it's always very interesting to see.
Don't be looking at everybody with the face of Future and Petty Wap.
Today is, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know where
the
I got these
savagery
people
is
from.
on 100.
So the thing is that I just came to this world and I'm like, and then they now brought these people to come and.
But your earrings are so nice.
Oh, thank you so much.
Moving on. What am I saying? What if Martin Lawrence is 56 today? Yes, he is an American stand-up comedian, actor, producer, talk show host, writer, former boxer, and he came to fame during the 1990s for his TV sitcom Martin, and later for films such as Bad Boys, Wild Hogs, and Big Mama's House.
That's right.
I still watch Martin still tomorrow.
I do.
That sitcom is old,
yeah.
But when you still watch it, you still laugh. Like, what kind of hilarious
So do you
sitcom
think
is
that
this?
he gave Tyler Perry some sort of inspiration?
Because of
Madea. No.
Yeah.
I love that he was one of the first people I know that was able to successfully do that, and it was so interesting, and they were able to make such a franchise out of Big Mama's House. And
that's right.
Funny.
And Eddie Murphy too would not be rolled out.
Yes,
different roles.
That is true. All right, happy birthday to Martin Lawrence, and happy birthday to you out there who is celebrating. You are an OG, young G, baby boy, baby girl, anything you want to call yourself.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Who wishing you love, life, peace, happiness, and kisses from me to you. Mwah.
I don't know what spirit has entered these people.
I need to drop a song.
Yeah. All right. We'll rewind. We'll be back for rewind shortly. Way away. This is where you know people who can actually part.
Amanda is parting.
Go Africa.
Yeah. Okay, guys, it's now time for rewind. Take a look at today's history lesson.
Watch this.
Let's rewind. On this day in 2007, Spider-Man 3, directed by Sam Raimi and starring Tobey Maguire and Kristen Dunst, premieres at the Tokyo Film Festival. And in 2007, at the 41st CMT Music Awards, Carrie Underwood and Kenny Chesney wins.
And the buckle goes to...
Finally, on this day, 2018, Kendrick Lamar is the first rapper, non-classical or jazz musician to win the Pulitzer Prize for music with his album, Damn.
Congratulations, Kendrick Lamar.
And that's it on Rewind.
Watch this.
Yes, you watched that first. Oyibo Rebel right there. Love it.
Brand new.
Shocking stuff, man.
For
Brand
a
new.
moment when I was not watching, I thought it was CDQ. Because, I mean, that just reminds me of
I'm
CDQ.
loving the energy. I love the fact that he can speak Yoruba so well and he can dance as well.
That's how we wake up tomorrow and Amanda will just come with her looks and she'll just be blowing hot sauce Yoruba.
That day is coming. Keep watching the show.
It's a line.
All right, guys. Let me do what I know how to do, Sha.
Yeah.
This is Tweetville, where we bring you all of the savagery and humor on social media. And of course, King Hojay and Honeypot to come and add to it too.
No, today, no.
Not today.
Not today.
We have repented.
So help me God.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's many 2 seconds. All right, Ego is saying, some guys are so slow. You give a guy green lights, blue lights, all the lights, he still won't get it. So Sarah Brown now commented and said, you can just say I like you and save everyone stress. Lights, they affect our eyes.
Finish. Dear Nigerian girls, just say, is it hard?
Yeah, actually.
They're talking
Why?
about
It's
guys,
hard
so
because
right?
if you say I like you to a guy, the guy will now be misbehaving.
What is
He
this
will now
Nigerian mentality? What's this Nigerian
No,
mentality?
it's the
Our
truth.
foreign girls they tell us all these things and we're like, oh, that's okay.
Yeah, but when it's a Nigerian girl, you not be like, I like to do the chase. I like it when I'm chasing the woman and she's too easy to say.
The hunter and the hunting.
and the prey and the
Nonsense.
and if a goat enters the
Wow.
the
Are
hunter's
you
house
giving problem
and
now?
jumps into the pot, what need does the hunter need to go to the farm? All sorts of rubbish. Forget all this one, no.
Stop. Just say what Nigerian girls. Just say what you want to say. Then we'll now
You now take the person for granted. You now say that
We'll take it up from there.
I won't shoot your shots.
We'll take it up from there.
Okay.
Just shoot your shots. Is it Instagram anywhere? Just couple have gotten married and their relationship has gone well. It has gone well so far. Not bad.
I'm just going to move on because I don't even believe you.
OJ, that
okay,
is
so
proud.
it's okay.
Proud, messy. Proud. Oh, God. It's because you're on TV. The one
All
that
this one is saying rubbish.
You will now go to meet OJ and say, I
nonsense.
like you.
Why not they spoil my parole?
We're going to move on that note. Jesse Alodia is saying, the rest of the world, excuse me, Nigerians, sorry, please, excuse me, don't be angry.
I do this thing. Like, you know, there's some people you cannot just tell straight, excuse me. They'll say, sorry, please, excuse me, don't be angry. Because they'll say, all those old men are like,
Honestly speaking, I don't know why Nigerians are always angry. So you have to add it. Please, sorry, please. And thank
It's
you.
not as if you don't understand
After
English,
everything now,
but you have
thank
to.
you.
Yeah.
So let's just move on that note. Claudius is saying, y'all ever felt some very random pain in your body? Like, you know, be like, what organ is this? So
It's the intestine, the intestine showing on your neck.
The worst thing you can now do is to Google it. You're going to see that. That's the worst thing you can do.
So I have this thing
You
on my
have
body.
cancer of the eyes. All right, guys, you know what? We're just going to go on a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to have more on Tweetville. Stay here with us. All right, guys, welcome back. It is still Tweetville, and we have been talking about all the things.
No, do you know how many people have died? They have not died physically, but they have actually died in their minds because of things like this.
I said I will never do this thing again. Googling symptoms. Okay. If you brush your wig and it sounds like you're eating crackers, throw it away. So when you're just brushing your hair,
Please explain.
that is it.
That means the bristle.
It means that
the bristle is so hard and it's already, maybe it's gone.
I call it a sponge.
It has gone back to the manufacturer.
No, just start using it to wash
You
under your
people
clothes.
actually go through a lot.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's why we
Because
cannot
you're
now
from
be
Spain.
saying we like you. You have to work for it. All right,
You
let's
just-
just...
No,
you
in
just
Spain.
have to,
In Spain, how does it work?
We don't go through all this stress. It's natural.
Like you just go to
It's natural hair.
You just go to the bathroom.
It's Hispanic hair.
You just go to the bathroom and
It's
then
Brazilian hair.
So
It's Peruvian hair.
have you seen how the
It's
guys
natural.
look like? The guys too, they are also giving you natural beauty, a natural body. Nigerian guys, with all your eba. Moving on, Igbo traders. Igbo traders can whine you. They can whine you. Honestly, fitting now. It just they gone for your body. It just fits you. It just fits you. The one that even bust my head. You get a shower body. I don't understand. Now compliment or now insult. You just get a shower leg. You just get a shower body.
Igbo traders are crazy. The way they will whine you. They will
whine you.
Like, look at this person inside this shoe now. How will you say this thing is fitting?
Forget.
You're swimming inside.
You know it fits you when you wear this shoe now. You go knock off the floor.
They go feel on.
You go feel on.
If you just
don't come for this place. Oh my God.
You know the one that finished it when somebody told me that. So when you go to Igbo man's shop in the morning and he's reading the Bible, it will not actually make him tell you the truth. Do you understand that he will be reading the Bible now and he will just stand up and come and attend to you? He will still hide the price and tell you what it was, and you will still ask, is this original or be fake? He will still tell you that thing is. And he will go back and he will leave you and go back to his Bible.
But we love our Igbo brothers.
We do.
All right, Bolu AY is saying crypto bros adding. Do your own research to every tweet to cover themselves in case followers go bankrupt.
This is actually legit.
Wow.
Okay, so guys, you can make this so amount from so. In case you are wondering, you can just do your own research.
No, that disclaimer is necessary. Because someone just come back to you and say, you know what, why did I lose all my money? Where's your address?
You remember I told you that time that you do
No, you don't even want to mess with this.
But the way they will break everything down, you will do it too. But they just say, in case.
It's a necessary disclaimer, truthfully. They should keep it up. Olani is saying, the money that comes from the money ritual, please, guys, does it come from CBN? Does it have serial numbers? Herbalist on the tier, please help us to answer. So, OJ, what do you have to say on this?
But do you know that I've actually thought about this thing before? Where does it come from, really? Like, will they just say at CBN that they have lost some money or some some notes are missing or something?
There are herbalists on that watch the show. Just let us know. Or people that do money ritual. Tell us, does he have...
They should let who's the us. They should let you know.
Maybe you're the one asking.
No, let us know.
Honeypot is curious.
No, it's not that. Okay. It's not that deep.
So how will we know this thing now? Whether I should do the rituals or not?
OJ, no, he's really interested in that business, but
because they will just say you open calabash, you enter one room, you see everything inside one cup. So where did it come from? Was money missing in the bank and he appeared? They want to know.
I'm just going to move on. Honey, but do you have more to say on this?
I do not have
anything. Moving on to more stuff. No one fornicates more than those who post Bible verses and gospel videos. Everyone, I beg to differ. Someone said, especially in the words, God does not do this, no exist.
So I want to say shout out to everybody that sends me every morning that what God cannot do does not exist. There's one early morning prayer. None of my guys send me these things.
It's women, Abby.
It's just women. Oh, prayer time.
That's
prayer
why you need
time.
us.
And my sister too, that's always stressing me. Like, why?
You need us.
But
what God
is it true? Is it true?
Exist.
Honeypot, is it true that no one fornicates more than others?
I just even know somebody that is trying to fornicate with me, and I'm saying, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid, and the person now be sending me prayers, and I'm like,
so it's true.
Where is this thing coming from?
So it's true.
Stay in your lane and let us know that.
So is that thing true? Amanda, you cannot. Is it true?
You never build house, you never buy car, you never marry, nothing there your eyes are sharp. 8 p.m. You don't sleep. Wait till they give you this peace of mind.
Calm down.
Calm down. And the way you not even be snoring. Honestly, sometimes I don't like.
So what?
Tell us.
So people that are awake, what should they be doing? From 8 p.m. So that's robbery now. 8 p.m. That's time to sleep now.
That is how you describe. I cannot come and go and keep my safe.
So
it's time to sleep now.
I actually envy people like this because I think we're talking about people that they just get to their bed and they're like, you're still talking to them and they're gone. Like, I envy people like this. I said, Oladele, you said you will send Honeypot's email at 3 a.m. She will reply you.
People don't sleep.
Motivational speakers, they need to stop. After 8 p.m., the person cannot still go and be hustling now.
Why not?
What hustle do you want to do
You
from
do
8
it
p.m.?
online. No, not that kind of please.
So let the person
Not that
sleep.
kind of online. No.
Yes.
Because now I'm endorsing nonsense.
So let the person sleep. All this motivation
remote working.
They should go and beg, get out, everybody, get out.
But you need sleep.
Everybody should get out.
Especially you should when those motivations they come and
You
they say
never
that,
build
yeah,
house. You
the
never
rich
buy
people
car.
don't sleep.
Why you sleep?
When
Get
you
out.
now have
Rich
heart
people
attack.
actually don't sleep.
Get out.
Have you seen Dangote? You know, actually, we have seen some stuff, but I'm just going to stop. Everything I'm saying today is backfiring. So that's all I can take on tweet.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Because I was going to say that you were talking the rubbish.
Hey,
Me in the rubbish.
Hey.
Just as Hojay was doing yesterday in the nonsense.
thank you so much for watching. We'll be back at 1 for the second half of the show. Thanks.
Please be on screen. Yes, welcome back to the second half of the show. You already know what time it is. It's Chew It Off time, and today being the end of the week, it's all about gratitude. See how excited I am, like I'm the one
Money
doing it.
spend this money.
Give away.
Give away.
You should be doing giveaway like every day.
OJ, you too. I mean, I'm seeing Amanda for the first time this week.
Yeah.
But you, OJ.
Yeah.
wow.
I've collected my share.
Oh, that's what's going on.
What am I grateful for? I want to say I appreciate every woman. Like, it's not easy.
From OJ.
No. We have to rewind.
I want to
Say it
say
again.
I appreciate every woman.
Wow.
A friend of mine just gave birth. She's in the US, and it's just crazy. I can't believe how strong she is. We were chatting. She had already told me her due dates and everything. So we're just chatting, and all of a sudden, she just sends baby picture like I just gave birth, and I'm like, how did you do this? Like, the pain that women go through and everything. She said, it just happened. I said, and we were chatting rubbish, and you were in labor. What kind of person are you? Are you that strong? Like, I just imagine what women go through carrying out the pregnancy. She was complaining when it started, like, I'm doing this, I cannot eat. When I'm smelling this, when I smell this, I throw up, I do this. I say, ha! You women are going through a lot. So,
are you sure this friend is like
OJ is
this?
getting
Is
it's not my
like
baby mama. She's married, though.
Because
She's married.
I'm beginning because what was the person chatting with when she was because
So the chatting is we're having a conversation,
He's just
and all of a sudden, I sent messages. I know what you're because she's in the US.
I know what you're talking about.
And all of a sudden, the next message I got was the baby's picture, and I'm like,
I know.
You know what? Like,
Women are actually
I love
strong,
the fact that women are strong, and I love the fact that you, as a man, you're acknowledging women and saying that you guys are actually going through stuff.
It shocked me. I said, wait, was this baby there before we were chatting, or was it? She said, Lauren has arrived. I'm like, huh?
Just like that.
Yeah. Honestly, multitasking, giving birth, she's still going to take care of the baby, still going to go back to work. Women are very powerful indeed.
We appreciate you.
Okay, so I'm going back to my sis.
Okay, entering that mood.
Thank you so much for appreciating women.
But you people should still do giveaways. And let's appreciate us too.
Honeypot, start preparing Ashwebi. His mind, he's not very homely, you understand?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
moving on.
Yeah.
All right, guys, moving on from that, it's time for a quick recap of the entertainment news.
Yes, we talked about this one. CDQ granted bail following arrest by NDLEA, and they said he has snitched on people.
And we also saw that Jennifer Lopez and Alex A-Rod confirmed breakup.
Yeah.
So sad. All right, we'll be back after this break with today's Daily Top 5.
Yeah.
Hey.
Shout out to Sound Sultan.
OG.
I particularly like the way Sound Sultan praises his wife. It makes marriage very attractive. Like, you give me
It's a breath of fresh air.
to think that I made the right decision and all that, right? And she's not celebrating anything, And
I don't feel like busting your head today.
it's just like chest to more purse.
Yeah.
Wow, this is so refreshing.
Very,
This is so beautiful.
very.
I love it.
Romance.
Please don't shout. Just be nice and peaceful. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, okay.
There you go. Thank you.
All right, let's move on with the show. Let's talk about something exciting. Yes, Muslims all over the world, regardless of nationality, ethnicity, race, or color, participate in fasting for the entire month of Ramadan. Aside fasting, they are also supposed to stay away from impurities and other pleasures. Still wondering what the whole fasting season is about? Do not worry, because we'll be sharing some facts you should know about Ramadan. This is Daily Top 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Watch me.
Number 1, the moon determines the start of Ramadan. Yes, the start of Ramadan can vary in different places as people still rely on someone seeing the new moon first. Ramadan date also differs annually. It all depends on the calendar that year.
Yeah.
And we have seen the moon in Nigeria and we have started our own farm.
Yes. I actually...
Yes, and that way.
Yeah. I love how serious.
Leave me.
What's going on with you guys? I love how serious it is, and I love how, you know, it's a culture that's, it's a thing that, you know, stays consistent over time. And you see families actually coming out to look at it. I think it's so beautiful to witness. Yeah.
Amazing.
All right, the second thing on our list that you should know is that there is a time frame to eat. People fasting only eat before the sun rises and after the sunset. The meal taken before the sunrise is called the suhoor, while the meal taken after sunset is called the iftar.
Yes, I call my own sari, which is the morning one. Yeah, so I'm doing the Yoruba on the sari.
Yes.
That's what we chow.
Okay.
In the morning, then in the evening, iftar. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, Daily Top 5 continues. Stay with us. Yes, welcome back to the show. Before we went on that break, we're talking about facts that you should know about Ramadan.
Yes,
because
indeed.
it's Daily Top 5. Number 3, Ramadan fast is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. The fast is one of the major religious beliefs and practices in Islam. It is one of Islam's 5 pillars, which is made of salat, which is prayer, shahada, and affirmation that there is no deity besides God and his prophet Muhammad, and zakat, which is charity, and hajj, taken at least once in a lifetime pilgrimage to Mecca. And I was even watching clips from Mecca this morning on YouTube. Like people were gathering, it just popped up like a YouTube live.
At this time, because even when I went to take my vaccine, you know, they were giving privilege to people who were going, because they have to take their 2 doses before they travel.
We really do have to give it to Muslims. I feel like Muslims actually actively practice all these things. You know, you see them fasting. When they're fasting, they're fasting. When they're praying, they leave whatever it is they're doing, and they always try and make it like a thing to do that trip to Mecca.
Do you know what I even like the most? I like that everybody comes together one time and then they fast. Not like we are of this denomination and this is the time we are doing our own. Our own is 90 days, and it will now look like competition.
Wow,
that's what I don't like.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, anyway, the unity is very beautiful.
Beautiful unity.
All right, the fourth thing you should know is exclusion from the fast. Now, some of the people exempted from fasting during Ramadan are pregnant women, women who are breastfeeding, and people who are physically and mentally ill. Individuals who are traveling, engaged in hard labor, and women on their period can also skip some days and make up for the days missed later.
That's right.
Yeah.
Which is legit. Yes, you count the days that you missed when you're.
I actually saw one funny skit where this brother and sister, so the girl was on her period and the brother was fasting, and
she was eating. I saw it too. Like I can eat now, but the crazy thing is that
when they
she will
brother,
she will pay for it
now
later.
enjoying her eating.
She will pay for it later.
You can't escape it.
All right, wrapping up Daily Top 5 facts you should know about Ramadan Eid al-Fitr. Yes, this is a festival celebrated to mark the end of Ramadan. It begins the moment the new moon is sighted. Muslims celebrate with family and friends as they prepare large meals and donate to charity so that people can also celebrate. This is not the time that we'll kill Big Ram.
But do you know that some people still
The time we'll kill Big Ram is coming.
But you know that there are people who still kill Ram.
Some people that have money can still
They still kill Ram. Some people still kill, but very few.
Because I'm already seeing some people already asking questions
But
like...
me, I'm going to go and collect Ram after the show. So.
All right.
But I know that it's not the time to kill Big Ram.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it on Daily Top 5. When we come back from this break, our guests will be joining us. Ramadan Kareem to our Muslim brothers and sisters.
Ramadan Kareem.
Ramadan.
rendition right there by Hadi Shannon Gifted, Ramadan Mubarak. All right. So we have a guest in the studio today. All right. Now, our guest today is the great-grandchild of political campaigner, women's rights activist, and aristocrat Funmilayo Ransome Kuti. He is also the grandson of legendary musician, activist, and originator of Afrobeat, Fela Kuti. If you are still wondering, he is the son of four-time Grammy nominee musician, Femi Kuti. Guys, we have in the building the super talented musician, Made Kuti. Welcome.
Hey, Made, how are
Ramadan
you doing?
Mubarak.
You're just very calm, generally. Is this how you are on a normal day, like on a norm?
I think so, you know.
Also, because you performed last night, you told us that you were performing.
Yes. I did more dancing than playing. I did.
Love it.
Now, looking at the way we introduced you, do you always feel some certain kind of pressure to live up to the Kuti name?
No, I don't, because it's because of my upbringing. I had a very liberating childhood. I was very free to do whatever I wanted. You know, I did a lot of self-discovery, a lot of, self-expression. And before I really understood what the legacy represented, I found what I wanted to represent. So, I live life to do the best I can.
Because, I was going to actually ask about your childhood. I wanted to know whether you were just on Saturdays or weekends, you were listening to music and they were training you for, and it was all learning of instruments and all that. Like, what was it like a typical weekend in your house?
It was a lot of exposure to music. So my dad used to play 4 times a week at the Shrine. And he played Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. Friday mornings, I would wake up for school, and I'd still catch him on stage. He used to play for about 8 hours straight.
Wow.
So my interest in music, I sort of brought that about because, I'd go to my dad and I'd say, I want to learn how to play the trumpet. Get me a teacher. And then, the sax, and the drums, and the bass. So I just picked a bit of every instrument as I grew older. Which is why I could play.
And just like your grandfather, you can play so many instruments. I think you can play the sax, as you said, trumpet. What else can you play?
On my album, I played everything. I
Wow.
played the drums, bass, guitar, bari sax, tenor sax, trumpets, vocals, keys.
See how you're doing this thing casually? Some of us are still doing do re mi fa so. That is not casual. That is amazing. And I know that you also went to music school. But before we talk about that, we're going to go on a quick break. And when we come back, we'll still have the great Made Kuti in the studio.
Alrighty, thank you so much for staying here with us. Of course, we still have Made Kuti in the studio.
Yeah.
So,
and we're talking about all the instruments you could play.
That's right.
And you were saying it so casually. And I was saying, he was like, I can play the sax, this and that. Me too, I can play the flutes. All right, that's finally. I know you went to.
And I can't play the flute, so yeah.
You went to Trinity Conservatoire.
Yeah, I
right?
did.
And you studied music there.
I did the bachelor's in composition. It's a kind of classical setting school.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this is like music is the thing for you, no side thing going on.
I mean, it's been the thing for as long as I can remember, because I was always around it. So I always had access to it. I had access to the people that, practiced it. So in the band, my dad had, every kind of musician. So I learned a bit from each person. I was going on tours with him since I was 5 years old. I used to watch him write music, and I used to watch him record music in the studio. And I think the first Grammy-nominated album I was part of, I was about 10 years old.
Oh,
My dad's album was Day by Day.
Most recently, the Coldplay one.
And the Coldplay one as well,
That is amazing stuff.
yeah.
Just talk about your achievements in the soft voice.
That's right. But then let's talk about your works. I mean, you have an album out with your dad.
Yeah.
Yes, and yours is Forward.
Yeah.
And then your dad's own is Stop the Hate.
Exactly.
And put together Legacy,
Plus.
Positive, or
Legacy
Plus, or something. Yeah, interesting stuff.
Yeah,
so why did you two decide to do something together?
Yeah, we were doing 2 separate projects.
Okay.
My dad had finished writing his music, and I was in the process of writing mine. And we actually completed it separately. And then his idea was, I don't think anybody has ever released a parent and child kind of compilation album like this as co-composers. And then we did research, and so far we haven't found a single person that has done a project like this. So, his idea was, the legacy is so powerful.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, everything I have and everything I've achieved so far in my life, and wherever I do achieve, I know it will be thanks to his upbringing. So to be able to step out as my own solo artist under his own kind of, not under his umbrella, but with his guidance, would be so beautiful. So that's sort of how we put it together.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a very unique way to look at it. I mean, you're respecting the legacy and you're saying, you know what, this has given me a foot in the...
Exactly.
It has helped me out. But let's talk about, you know, the legacy, Afrobeats versus Afrobeats.
Yeah.
Right. Do you have a problem with Afrobeats?
I don't have a problem with anything. I mean, like we've established, you know, I'm a musician. So my craft requires that I do a lot of work. It means I wake up every day, I practice. If I've decided to play 5 instruments, I have to practice 5 instruments every day. I have to make sure that I'm well informed about the industry, business. And, you know, that's just what I do. I appreciate that, you know, people do music differently. Because I think that's, you know, that's what makes life beautiful. What I will say is that I'm concerned that in the musical scene, the industry is lacking in musicianship. By that I mean where the whole process of proper credits for composers, proper credits for songwriters, for saxophonists, for instrumentalists, all of that needs to be better structured, and a lot of credit is due where it's not yet given.
That's right.
Okay,
talking about Afrobeats. So when we listen to a Monday Afrobeat, how is your sound different from the other Afrobeats that we have? Your dad's sound.
Yeah. Mine is very experimental because I have a very broad taste in music. So I like my first exposure to music was my dad's music, and then I go into commercial pop, and then all of a sudden it was jazz, right? And then it was classical music because I was practicing a lot, and then it was like electronic jazz. So if you listen to my side of the album, every single song is actually different. The only thing tying the album together is the heart of Afrobeat. So you can sort of have a sense that everything is Afrobeat as a foundation, but it just goes everywhere.
Okay, having said that, I would like to know, because you are young, and you know, you would not compare the way you do things to your fathers and all that. So is it that you have a bit of, okay, the youthful thing going on for you and adding it to, or spicing it up, like bringing it all to or something like, okay, so, you know, I'm different, I come from a different era, and, you know, and all that.
I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know where I even place myself in my generation, you know? Yeah.
I listen to his music and I see that you're very well detailed. Like, he's still going for having a band, having all the instruments there. And I feel like there's a vacuum in the Nigerian music industry for that. But let's even talk a little bit about, you know, activism. I know that during the NSAS protest, you lent your voice to this. Do you also see yourself, just like your grandfather, Fela Kuti, was also a voice of the people? Do you see yourself being like that? I
mean, I like to refer myself the way my dad tends to refer to himself as, you know, a musician that sings about what he's concerned about. And I identify as a concerned citizen, not so much an activist. Okay. I feel like that word has been abused by I mean, it's like a lot of things, you know. If you use it too much and you misrepresent the meaning of it, and it becomes more about personal gain than about the actual mission of activism, you suddenly don't want to identify with that group of people anymore. So I just identify as a concerned citizen. You know, I write music that I care about. I'll speak about the things I care about. And if anything I believe is not, you know, it's not correct, I will make it my own personal, like, mission to correct those things in the ways that I can. I wouldn't say I'm a champion of the people or anything like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So very humble.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, we still have Made Kuti in the building. Let's go. Free your mind and set your soul free.
I mean, yes, it's just very obvious that you do what you love. I mean, it's very, very obvious right there. But one thing is, yes, of course, we know your background. We've said your background to people like, okay, the great Fela Kuti, Femi Kuti, and now Made Kuti. But then let's talk about the love of what you do and then the commercial success of what you do. Because yes, it's one thing to love what you do, and it's one thing to perhaps you come from a comfortable background. But how about because I can see that a lot of work go into this, the live band thing, and instruments. Yes, instruments, and then you're talking about even giving credit to certain people and all that. So, are you doing this for commercial purposes too? And how lucrative is this?
I mean, to a degree, what I care first about music, and then I care about family right after that. And of course, if I care about family, I have to provide for family. And if music, to a degree, is not lucrative, then I can't obviously survive, can't put food on the table. But I don't care about having too much. I care about having just enough. I don't need more than one car. You know what I mean? If I can eat 3 times a day, then I'm okay. I don't need the most expensive clothes. I can have my excellent stylist put together this kind of outfit for me, Bryman. So there was an interview I watched by Wynton Marsalis, who was a trumpeter, and it was from his dad. His dad used to go on playing pubs, he was an excellent jazz musician, and he'd play from late midnight to like early morning, like when you'd expect the place to be empty. And he wouldn't stop playing until his given time to play. And regardless of how many people were in the audience, he'd play like he was playing to 1,000 people, fully passionate. And then he followed his son, who became a multi-Grammy nominated artist, winner, actually, to the Grammys. And he was so disillusioned by the whole event. And he just said, he said to his son, who was a Grammy winner, he said, I hope you don't think this means you can play. So really, he was really worried, man. I hope this you don't think you can play because of all of this. So, that's someone that raised really about 3 really established, successful musicians that are now, leaders of institutions and educational institutions. And his philosophy was really just about music and playing music. I think if you do the right things, to a degree, the good things will come your way. And if it doesn't come to you, it will leave and live through your legacy for the people that come after you. Wow. I think Fela really did go through a lot of struggle. Yeah. And a lot of us are reaping the benefits of what he did, Yeah.
We're always fond of talking about Femi, Fela, and everything. Let's talk about your mom, who happens to be a force to reckon with in the entertainment industry. How has she influenced you? Is she...
In many ways, in many ways. For example, this is her. And if not for her, I would just come here in shorts. I'm not a stylish person, man. And she is in talks with his name is Bryman. He does everything, like my performance outfits and everything that I wear on a daily basis. But my mom is also there as a motherly figure, a support, advice, just to know that no matter what, you have a pillar of support.
I got you.
So yeah, that's what's good.
I got you. I got you. Oh, wow. Oh. So wrapping up this interview right now, we've seen what everybody is supposed to be remembered for, Fela, your great-grandmother. When we talk about Made Kuti, what do you want to be remembered for?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'll be dead. So I won't. But I think, if anything, it's the kind of values that I live by. I think if, children can listen to my music and learn anything from the life that I live, is that values matter. And in as much as they matter to you, they matter even more to the community that you're part of. Every society has a kind of identity, cultural identity. And right now, Nigeria's group cultural identity isn't positive. A lot of times we're played as, corrupt. A lot of times we're played as one thing or the other. And each of us has to represent the progress. It's not for any particular individual to take on the toll of the entire, culture. So yeah, I think I would like to be seen as someone that contributed to positivity and progress.
Wow. Well said. I mean, can I say anything more than that? Thank you so much for coming here.
No, thank you for having me.
Thanks so much for spending time with us.
All right. Before we go, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much, Made Kuti. Yes, a reminder that happiness is free. Check this out. Thank you once again.
Yes.
AJ and her people.
Yes, and congratulations to AJ. She recently got married.
Love it.
That's a clip from her and our friends on our wedding day. Yes.
Yeah, yo, if you've been watching this Splash Entertainment Splash, you know AJ. She used to host the show. Massive congratulations.
Oh, I love it. So one day we'll not see OJ with talk.
Oh, God, please, bye.
All right, guys, we have to go.
Please, bye.
With
Don't worry.
You've not still told us the truth, though, because people are still asking questions.
You can bank on it.
Okay.
Thank you so much for watching. My name has been Amanda Dara. I had Honeypot, Shmane, King OJ. We did this together, and we're just going to leave you with this one. Happiness is free. Be happy. Spread it.
What song is this?
Hey.
Hey.